Have you ever felt misunderstood? Have you ever wondered if the people around you truly see your value? We live in a world obsessed with public validation, likes, comments, verbal praise. But what if true respect isn't loud? What if it's silent, a secret language spoken through actions, not words? Today, we're going to step away from the noise and dive deep into the quiet wisdom of Stoic philosophy to uncover 5 undeniable signs that someone secretly respects you, even if they never say a word. This isn't just about reading others, it's about learning to see your own value and finding unshakable confidence in the process. We'll explore how the timeless teachings of figures like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius can help us identify these subtle cues and, more importantly, stop seeking external validation. So, get comfortable, grab a notebook, and let's begin our journey into the silent world of true respect. Before we get to the signs, let's understand the philosophical lens we'll be using. What is Stoicism? It's an ancient Greek philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what's within our control, our thoughts, our actions, our character, and letting go of what's outside of our control, like other people's opinions. The Stoics knew that chasing external praise is a fool's errand. Seneca said, "The wise person looks for the virtue within." True worth isn't given to you, it's cultivated by you. So, when someone secretly respects you, they aren't respecting your title or your wealth, they're respecting your character, your virtue, your inner strength. This is the highest form of respect, and it's what we're learning to see today. We'll be looking at these signs not as a way to feed our ego, but as a practice in observing reality without judgment. Remember, true respect is a reflection of your own virtue. It's a silent nod to the person you've become. The first and arguably most powerful sign is their ability to listen. Not just hear you, but truly listen with their full, undivided attention. In a world of short attention spans and constant distractions, this is a rare and precious gift. Stoic philosophy teaches us the power of presence. Epictetus famously said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." When someone respects you, they value your thoughts. They don't interrupt you to share their own story. They wait. They process. They absorb what you're saying. Deep dive and examples. Notice how they handle interruptions. Do they try to finish your sentences or do they let you speak? Do they hold off on their own thoughts until you've fully expressed yours? A truly respectful listener remembers the little details. You might mention a minor detail about your weekend, and a month later, they'll bring it up in a relevant context. This isn't just a good memory, it's proof they found your words worthy of storage. Their questions are a mirror of their listening. They ask clarifying, thoughtful questions, not just generic ones. For example, instead of "How was your weekend?" they might ask, "You mentioned you were trying to fix your car. How did that go?" This shows they've been paying attention to your journey, not just your words. This sign connects directly to the Stoic virtue of prudence or practical wisdom. A wise person knows that to gain knowledge and understanding, they must first listen to others. By giving you their full attention, they are subtly acknowledging that they see a well of wisdom within you. Pay attention this week. Who in your life is a true listener? Who makes you feel heard and understood? That person, whether they know it or not, holds a deep respect for you. The second sign is when they actively seek your counsel or advice on important matters. This isn't just about asking "What do you think?" It's about approaching you with genuine dilemmas and trusting your judgment. People don't ask for advice from those they don't trust or respect. When someone comes to you with a personal or professional problem, they are putting their vulnerability in your hands. They're telling you, "I believe you have the wisdom and insight to help me navigate this." Deep dive and examples. The context of the request. Is it a trivial question, or a deep, personal one? Is it about their career, their relationships, or a major life decision? The weight of the question reveals the depth of their respect for your judgment. Do they simply listen to your advice and then walk away, or do they come back later and update you on their decision, even if they chose a different path? The follow-up shows they value the conversation and your input, regardless of the final outcome. This is a beautiful example of the Stoic virtue of justice in action, not just in a legal sense, but in the sense of respecting another person's innate worth. The Stoics believed that seeking wisdom from others is a sign of humility and an acknowledgement of their value. When someone seeks your advice, they are subtly acknowledging your virtue, your character, and your practical wisdom. Remember, they don't have to agree with your advice. The act of seeking it is the sign of respect. They trust that you will give them an honest, well-thought-out perspective, free from personal bias. The third sign is perhaps the most emotionally telling. They genuinely celebrate your successes and show true empathy for your struggles. They see your triumphs as their own and your setbacks with genuine compassion, free from jealousy or schadenfreude. Jealousy is a powerful emotion. It's easy to be happy for a stranger, but much harder to be genuinely happy for someone in your own inner circle. When someone celebrates your promotion, your new relationship, or your personal achievements with a bright smile and sincere congratulations, it's a profound sign of respect. Deep dive and examples. The absence of competition. Notice if the person tries to one-up your success or shift the conversation back to themselves. Someone who respects you will let your moment be your moment. They will shine the light on you, not steal it. The support in failure. Equally important is their reaction to your failures. Do they offer unsolicited advice or say, "I told you so"? Or do they simply say, "I'm sorry that happened. How can I help?" The latter shows true empathy and respect for your humanity. Stoic connection. The Stoics knew that emotions like envy and jealousy are irrational and destructive. The virtue of temperance or self-control allows us to manage these negative emotions. When someone is genuinely happy for you, they are practicing temperance and showing a form of profound justice. They are giving you the respect you've earned, without letting their own ego get in the way. This is a sign of a strong, secure person who isn't threatened by your light. They are a sign of a true ally, a silent partner in your journey. The fourth sign is that they honor your boundaries and your decisions, even when they don't agree with them. This is about respecting your autonomy, your right to say no, and your right to choose your own path. A person who respects you doesn't push you to do things you're not comfortable with. They don't try to guilt you into changing your mind. They accept your no as a full and complete answer, without needing an elaborate explanation. Deep dive and examples. The no test. How do they react when you decline an invitation or a request? Do they keep pushing, or do they immediately accept it and say, "No problem, maybe next time"? The life choices test. You've made a big life choice, to change careers, to move to a new city, or to end a relationship. They may not understand it, but they respect that it's your decision to make. They don't try to talk you out of it or criticize your choice behind your back. This sign is a direct application of the Stoic principle of the dichotomy of control. They understand that your choices are within your sphere of control, and it's not their place to interfere. They are honoring your right to self-governance. In doing so, they are demonstrating a deep respect for your judgment and your right to live a life aligned with your own values. This shows a maturity and a confidence that is only possible when you truly respect another person's humanity. They trust you to know what's best for you. The fifth and final sign is a subtle one, but it's the most telling. They are noticeably calmed or uplifted by your presence. You might notice them relaxing, their energy shifting, or their mood improving just by being around you. This sign isn't something they can fake. It's a natural, physiological response to your energy. You bring a sense of peace, stability, or joy to their life, and they subconsciously seek out your company for that feeling. Deep dive and examples. The just being test. Do they gravitate toward you in a group setting, even if you're not talking? Do they seem to exhale a little bit when you join the conversation? This is because your character, your patience, your wisdom, your emotional stability, is contagious. This connects to the Stoic virtue of courage. The Stoics believed that a person who has mastered their inner world radiates a sense of peace and strength. You have faced your own storms, and because of that, you have a calmness that makes others feel safe. You are a beacon of virtue, and they are drawn to your light. You might not be the loudest person in the room, but you are the most grounding. This is a sign of a respect so deep that it doesn't need words. It's an unspoken acknowledgement of the quality of your soul. So there you have it, 5 signs that someone secretly respects you, all seen through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Remember, these signs are not for feeding your ego. They are for seeing the truth of your own worth, independent of what others say. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Never be so busy with the affairs of others as to neglect your own." The highest form of respect is not receiving it from others, but cultivating it within yourself. When you practice the Stoic virtues, prudence, justice, courage, and temperance, you become the kind of person who commands silent, genuine respect. Call to action: what signs of silent respect have you noticed in your own life? Share your experiences in the comments below. I read every one of them and I learn from you every single day. If this video resonated with you, please hit the like button and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And if you want more videos on Stoic philosophy and building inner strength, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, be well and stay stoic.